That explains also that the Shaykh used more often the term of Insan Kamil than the term of Khalifa, except when he is commenting these verses. What are now those names told to Adam? وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. He showed them عرضهم to the angels, saying, inform me of the name of these, بِأَسْمَاءِ هَؤُلَاءِ, using pronouns referring to people, not to things. Ibn Arabi refutes the common interpretation, like in Tabari, for example, attributed to Ibn Abbas, saying that God taught to Adam the name of everything, even the dish and the bowl, al-qas'a wal-qusay'a, hatta al-qas'a wal-qusay'a. Ibn Arabi deals with this question from different points of view, that I will try to summarize. He says in the Ijaz al-Bayan, there are the entities of the name beings by those names in some presence of the existence. There are entities because of the pronoun hum, them. But in the Futuhat, it generally defines them as the names from which being proceed, or the names moving towards existentiation of the universe. الأسماء المتوجهة على إيجاد الكون العالم are all divine names which are in relationship with the world. لها تعلق بالعالم. Are all the names by which God has given the existence to his own one who is gathering all realities. Anyway, those names are like energies that has to be manifested by the protestation of the angel. Without that, and without the presence of man, they would have been inoperant. The Shaykh precise also that those names are taught to Adam from his own essence, min dhatihi. And he says in the Tadbirat that he saw the named realities, al-musammayat, a'yan al-musammayat, in himself, because he is Adam saw the musammayat in himself, because he is who is gathering the secrets of the universe, and he is also the little example, al-nuskhatu subra. From here, I come to my question about the meaning of such commentaries for us now. The teaching of divine names to Adam from himself is connected to the very often mentioned amana. The amana, the trust which was offered to the heavens, the earth, and the hills. Man carried it because of the strength he felt in himself from his divine form and from the power of divine names, divine attributes of both transcendence and similarity. But those attributes are not in his ones. They are only lent to him, musta'ara. He is unfair, zalim, and ignorant, jahul, in whom they belong to, ignorant of whom they belong to, when he says the truth for himself and don't give it back to his owners. Spiritual realization is poverty, faqr, and servitude, ubudiyah, because the servant don't own anything. And it is also for the Khalifa who is in charge of mankind, service, khidmah. We must also remember that for in Arabi, there is much difference between perfect man. There is as much difference between perfect man or Khalifa, in whom divine form and names are manifested, and ordinary man, as between man and monkey. So the question is how to become man, and not to stay as some tribe of Banu Israel, metamorphosed in monkeys and worse of that. All teaching of the Sheikh Akbar are oriented toward this alchemical transformation, kimya sa'ada. Man resembles to other creatures by his external creation, khalq, and to divine names by his internal form, khuluq. Aisha tells us that the character of the Prophet, the khuluq, is Quran. And Quran begins by Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The Basmala begins with Bismillah, which is an allusion to Adam, the first Khalifa, who received all the names. And Ar-Rahim, at the end of the Basmala, is an allusion to the more perfect man, who received the signification of name, the Prophet. One main teaching of in Arabic is that mercifulness is forever and punishment life. Another teaching connected with those verses is that the future of this earth is completely close to man as Khalifa. When the last Khalifa of God will disappear, the world will disappear with him. Is like the pillars of the tent between earth and heaven. And he that sees man, about whom the prophets say, the last hour will not come until nobody more say on the earth, Allah, Allah. So last man will take everything with him to the other world. I conclude with this eschatological view because the other world in Quran and Sunnah and all traditions is nothing but an expression of spiritual interiority. The feeling that something is hidden in us and that we don't know what, but we know that it will happen. God said to the angels, I know that which you disclose and which you hide. As Ibn Arabi said, what is hidden is you, and you don't know it. What is hidden is in you, and you don't know it. As God said, He knows the secret and what is more hidden. يَعْلَمُ السِّرَّ وَأَخْفَى. The secret is what is between the servant and God. And what is more hidden is what God knows from the servant and what the servant don't know that in himself.